Now, with food safety taking centre stage and a spike in reported cases of foodborne illnesses across the country, Cape Town communities are now on the high alert. This follows the arrest of 6 foreign nationals who appeared at the Blue Downs Magistrate court yesterday. They stand accused of running an illegal food manufacturing operation. City officials made the arrest during a raid on a makeshift butchery in Mfuleni township earlier this week. During the inspection, authorities reportedly uncovered bone meal being used in the production of sausages meant for human consumption, raising serious concerns. Health concerns, rather. We're now across live to Newzroom Afrika's Veronica Makhoali. Veronica, good to catch up with you this afternoon. Now, following the President's address on food safety, what are some of the key concerns raised by residents, especially in light of the use of bone meal in the manufacture of stuff that is meant to be for human consumption?
Well, Hugo, I can tell you that for this community here in Cape Town, in Mfuleni, there are more questions than answers that they received from the President in regards to food safety and concerns. In fact, this is, of course, in light of what had happened in this community earlier, where an illegal manufacturing operation was taking place here in this community. And I'm standing, in fact, Hugo, just in front of it. If you just take a look at the blue building combined here with the second building made of corrugated iron sheets, this is, in fact, an unsuspecting makeshift butchery, if you will. This operation has been happening for months, according to the residents that live here. And you can tell, Hugo, just from the looks of it, that there's hardly any ventilation. In fact, what we see here completely is just a single door, which is, of course, in front of the minibus taxi there. From residents' accounts, they tell us that door is never opened. This is why they did not even believe or know that what was taking place here essentially was a makeshift butchery. It's also been extended by those corrugated iron sheets that you see there. Again, no ventilation whatsoever. But what also made this operation very unassuming for community here was the fact that it's also situated among residential areas. This is a community where people are living. And so you would understand for an operation to be taking place at that magnitude, residents said that they had no idea up until a tip-off was given by city officials where they raided this infrastructure, again finding that key ingredient that is often known as petmints, a mixture essentially of dried or grounded animal bones mixed in with slaughterhouse waste. But I'm going to speak to a resident now just to get an understanding, of course, of what the President had to say. While he spoke very clearly about the regulations that need to happen in regards to spaza shop, the conversation around food handling facilities, manufacturers, distributors and wholesalers. He did say, the President did mention that they would have a multidisciplinary approach where the responsibility would also be solely at the door of local government to ensure inspections. Koleka, thank you so much for your time and talking to us. We heard what the President had to say, particularly around food handling facilities. But how will his plan, of course, to have inspections be done if they are operations like this, that is completely unassuming? One would never know that this is an operation where food is being handled, where food, in fact, is being produced and manufactured.
Thank you very much for your question. What President said, it's not going to help the situation because the community is already in danger and the food is not safe at all. And what is happening inside here is insult to South Africans, because imagine how many people has been buying this. As we speak right now at this moment, that door is closed. People are inside. That butcher is in operation and is applying the spices around Mfuleni. So what President is saying is not a solution at all.
And of course, we spoke about it earlier in regards to the way that the food, the sausages that were made here by bone meal were being supplied. How did they get to community members?
How do they get into community members?
Yes, how did the community members get a hold of these sausages? Because we know that they were being manufactured here.
Yeah. Yes, okay, so this operation right here is supplying all the Somalian spaza shops. So the Somalian spaza shops are made to be accessible to everyone and very convenient because most people are working and we have students. So when everyone is coming from work, the actual stores are closed and Somalians are open. So it's easily accessible, and it's even the price is not that bad. So that makes it very accessible to people, and as a result, a lot of people has bought the meat. And we don't know the danger yet, but in the long run, obviously, we are going to have a problem.
Yeah. So again, Hugo, just speaking there to the residents, saying that while the president, of course, has spoken about the issue of spaza shop, there needs to be far more to find unsuspecting manufacturers, unsuspecting illegal operations like these. Back to you.
Veronica, Makhoali coming to us from Mfuleni in Cape Town, where that makeshift butchery reportedly closed and individual 6 foreign nationals taken into custody and appearing before the Magistrate's court yesterday. Well, we do